Great to see those blue skies, and just like you'd expect on a July evening in Kansas City, it is hot. Temperature about 90 degrees, and we're looking for the action to be hot as well in the Blue Emu 200 at Kansas Speedway. Now let's get the command to fire up those engines from the Hall of Famer.
Hey, NASCAR fans, Johnny Bench here. In honor of baseball's opening day and Blue Emu being a partner with MLB and NASCAR, it is my pleasure to be your Grand Marshal for today's Blue Emu Maximum Pain Relief 200. So, drivers, start your engines.
Christian Eckes outside, Brett Moffitt inside. They're waiting for the green flag, and it is in the wind, and we're racing at Kansas. Gilliland gave Moffitt a good shove out front.
Well, and I think that's a great choice if you're Todd Gilliland. Instead of pulling down and making it 3 wide, if you can just push the guy that's on the inside of the front row, I think it benefits not only him, but also you.
Oh, we got one sideways. Tyler Ankrum with a great save. And look at the big run on the top by Rafael Lessard in that black number 4 truck.
The rookie Lessard wasting no time trying to get to the front, and Matt Crafton going to the bottom. You can go well below that white line, and we'll see drivers cut it off many times throughout the course of the race tonight. Shortening up the track. Just underway here in Kansas. With Brett Moffitt out front, Christian Eckes, Todd Gilliland.
Oh, the 2 truck was really loose underneath Grant Enfinger right there.
That was close.
Oh, they both gathered it up.
Look at this mess. I told you they'd be 3 and 4 wide. I just didn't know it'd take them 3 laps to do it. I figured to be on the first lap. And that last time by, he was the 2nd fastest truck on the track, faster than our leader, Todd Gilliland. So, good pace for this 19 Napa truck.
Oh, the 97, Robbie Lyons. It looked like there was significant contact.
Lyons was running last truck on the lead lap, and bearing down on him was Todd Gilliland, and the truck got away from Robbie Lyons.
It's a good-looking truck. Normally we see Jesse Little in the 97. Lyons making his 2nd start of the season, and all by himself there.
And there went the leader around, so Lyons obviously pushed it, tried to stay on the lead lap. We got away from him.
So the caution out for the first time tonight. Saw the view from out the front windshield of Brett Moffitt.
Just supposed to drive into the smoke, Cole. You can see him going all the way off the road down there, Jamie. I think trying to break that draft off hill.
Yeah, you know, Michael, everybody does that, but I don't know that it really does anything. I think that's one of those feel-good things. Now, he's getting close to the wall. Brett Moffitt's starting to test the waters of how high he can get. The one thing that I remember about Kansas Speedway, you have to kind of creep up on it because there's a little bit of debris up there. You got to get the track cleaned off just a little bit. We haven't seen guys right up against it, and I think if he can start entering just a little bit higher, he'll be able to carry a tremendous amount of momentum on exit.
GMS tends to be real strong in Kansas, and they're starting off quite nice with a Stage 1 win. Brett Moffitt, his 2nd stage win of the season. Top 10 of the championship contenders get points. Moffitt gets a playoff point as well. Final couple of laps here in Stage 2. We anticipate everyone will come to pit road and get fuel and tires.
Well, then based on what we're seeing there, he's almost 3/10 quicker than the leader right now. When we get into this final stage, we're going to have possibly a longer run, and I would like to be good on the long run here.
Chastain being challenged by Eckes, and Eckes grabbing that spot.
Yeah, I think that was the old crossover. Ross tried to cut Christian off, and Eckes said, I'm having none of that.
Yeah, Chastain, the stage points aren't as important to him. He's not running for the championship, but Eckes is. Maybe more track position desire for Chastain as Austin Hill on the final lap here of stage number 2, bearing down on his first stage win of the 2020 campaign and his first playoff point of the season. Austin Hill, the winner in stage 2. Crew chief Scott Zipadelli. And his driver, Austin Hill, 4-time winner a season ago, looking for a championship in 2020.
Truck. I think a lot of people question whether
one of them.
Whether he could go out there and do the job. He's proven that he can get the job done everywhere we go. Oh, trouble on the front.
And we are going to have a caution, I would imagine, although we're still green, as Jordan Anderson and the 11 of Spencer Davis collided, but still green. And the last thing Austin Hill wants is a caution, and Anderson is able to get off the racing surface cleanly. Take a look at it.
Great job keeping the truck heading the right direction. They're battling for the 21st position and got together coming off the turn. And look at that, 3 wide. Davis sideways and turned into Jordan Anderson.
Wow, unbelievable that they were able to both keep it pointed the right direction and Anderson get off track and enable this race to stay green, although Brett riding on board with Moffitt, and you can see Hill well up ahead. About 4 seconds in front.
Seems like an eternity when you're running second. The leader's right out your windshield, but no way of catching him unless something goes wrong with his truck or we have that late caution you talked about.
Brett Moffitt chasing Austin Hill. Hill crossing the line. 2 laps remaining. Scott Zipadelli, the crew chief you were talking about, Jamie, was saying this week, he said a win would help me sleep a lot better at night. He might get that win tonight, but he's got to get up so early in the morning tomorrow.
Well, yeah, and
he's not going to sleep all that well.
Think about it. It's the best scenario as a team when you can win tonight and know that you're running the same truck against all the other same trucks less than 24 hours later. So absolutely, tonight will be a great night for the 16 team.
The teams get a couple hours after the race tonight to work in the garage, and then 2 hours tomorrow morning to make the final preparations as Austin Hill takes the white flag. Less than a mile and a half left for Hill.
And Hill's got it on cruise control right now. He's not going to take a chance of slipping up into that outside wall. Just big lead coming to the checker.
They have worked so hard. Hill has worked not only as a driver and his skill set behind the wheel, but worked on himself personally. Lost 30 pounds, has studied more and more and become a better driver outside the truck. And tonight he does it from behind the wheel. His first win of the season, Austin Hill, victorious at Kansas.
You guys are awesome. Hell yeah, boys. Here we go, win number 1. Good job, guys. You guys are awesome.
You wonder what it means, or you know what it means.
So excited. That's good for him. You got to love hearing that, guys.
I love it. You know, winning never gets old, but it sure is fun when you hear a driver that you can just tell meant the world to him to get that job done.
Well, and I think when you get to have the taste of winning and know what that's like, and then it goes a little while and you don't have it, it makes you appreciate it a little bit more.
Brett Moffitt, runner-up. Grant Infinger, 3rd. Matt Crafton and Derek Kraus rounding out the top 5. How about Crafton, his 3rd straight top 5? You got to go back to 2016, the last time he posted 3 consecutive top 5 finishes.
You know what's the most interesting thing about that stat, Vince, is he hasn't won in 60-some races. By the way, he's the defending champion.
Yes.
He won the championship a year ago, so those numbers are adding up. We're adding up against him, but I think that team's in a great spot right now to contend for another championship this year.
I wonder if Austin Hill knows how close we came to having a caution there with 5 laps to go and maybe having to relive Atlanta.
Yes, the first, I'm guessing, of multiple wins for Austin Hill this season.
Austin Hill climbing out after a hot race. No burnout. He's got to save this truck and the engine for tomorrow, so maybe he can get his 2nd victory. You can see just how hot and tough the heat was on his face. Austin, you said win number 1. I had to do it on the high side. Describe this day for me.
Oh, man, it's awesome. You know, we've been working so hard this season. We've been running really consistent. Last week was a bummer having engine troubles, and I told the guys before coming here, you know, we finished 4th here last year. let's go finish 3 spots better, and I'll be dang if we did it. But can't thank everybody enough at HRE, Scott and all the guys in the shop. They work their tails off week in and week out. First win with United Rentals paint scheme. That is awesome. They've been a tremendous partner for me throughout my career. So I've been wanting to get a win with these colors on, and so glad I was able to do it. That last pit stop, I tried to brake check a little bit and come out in 4th because I wanted to be on the high lane, and I got tagged from behind. That was my bad. I apologize to Brett or whoever it was that ended up hitting me. But I hate it for Scott and the guys. Now they got to go replace the bumper and get ready to go tomorrow. But awesome truck.
Forgive you. I got to ask you, though, in those closing laps, couldn't help but think of Atlanta. And when the caution came out and it cost you the win, what's going through your head as those laps are ticking off?
Man, really, those last 20 laps just felt like forever. I didn't think I was ever going to get the white flag, and I just kept thinking, when's the caution going to come out? And I started thinking, what am I going to do when the caution comes out? Am I going to choose the outside or inside lane? And, you know, how hard do I drive it into the corner with older tires? Just a lot of things were going through my head, but I'm glad we didn't have to do a green-white checker. I'm glad that it just ended like it did. The United Rentals Toyota Tundra was really fast tonight, but we do have some work for tomorrow. I felt like on the long run we were just way too free. I just had to really pedal it through the corner, but we were good enough tonight.
No caution, just the checkered flag, guys. Austin Hill wins.
Download the all-new Fox Sports app now.
For more great NASCAR on Fox content, subscribe to our channel. It's somewhere right around here.